Hello viewers, welcome to Karachi TV, and today I am bringing you documentaries across Ghana, and I am your presenter for today, Efia Hagan, or you can call me Efe Love. As I promised you earlier about this show, we are going to bring you all that is going on in and out of Ghana, and hey, you don't want to really miss on the documentaries. As I said earlier, I am bringing you a documentary, and today I am bringing it to you live from infensi in the Ashanti region, where we are going to learn the production of how a flower pot is made. And hey, we are really going to have a really nice time learning about some of these things, and you don't really want to miss it. This production is something so really fantastic, and hey, I don't want you to also miss it. So stay tuned and follow me as we learn about how a flower pot is made. Stay tuned. Okay, as I said earlier, we are going through the process of how a flower pot is made. So in making a flower pot, the first thing you have to do is you have to get your clay, and when you bring the clay to the production house, you pick part of the clay, depending on how you want your flower pot to really look like, how big you want it or the size that you want it. So you pick a piece of it, then after they pick it, they will start kneading it. And the kneading process, they do it so that they will be able to remove any lump in the clay. And also they do it so that they will have a softened part of it. So they massage it, they knead it little by little, as you are seeing from the video. They go through all this process before, even after all these things, they do it, massaging and kneading it so that they will be able to have a feel of how soft and how fine the clay is, because they don't want to make it whereby there will be a piece of somewhere in it, any lumps in it. So they do it, and after that they pick it and they put it on the machine of which, whereby the porter or the person who is going to make it, now he, as you already know, clay in the house of the porter, he makes it how he wants it to look like. So after that, we show you different types of flower pots, but depending on how he wants the flower pot to be, he takes his time, mold it and shape it to the size he wants it to be. And it's really a nice experience. You have to really have a feel of it. As you can see from the video, he takes his time, mold it into the size and the shape he wants the pot to look like, and he takes his time doing it. Look at how beautiful the whole thing looks like. It's really a nice experience. In fact, there's a whole lot that really goes through this production. So as you have seen from the video, he does it so beautifully, and as he's doing it, there's also another person who sits by the machine, and he'll be turning it. At some point, when the porter who is making it gets to a point and he thinks it's becoming too much, he signals the person, and the person slows it down a bit. But as the production starts, he turns it in a faster rate. But at some point, they reduce the rate. All in all, they do all these things so that there will be a perfection. They want the whole thing to come out really beautifully and really successfully, really nice, as you normally see it outside and you use it. So all this process, they go through it. So he does it as you're seeing it, so that he will have the shape he wants to have, little by little, using his hands, just the hands, the normal hands, using it to mold it just so beautifully. In fact, it's just a nice sight to see it by yourself, just standing there and looking at him doing it. In fact, this production, there's a whole lot that really goes into it. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy task. I asked if some of us, we can even come and have a feel of it, and he told me, hey, I have to have the muscles before I can do this work. So as you can see, after he's done with this, the way they carry it to the other place is so nice. Look at how he removes it. So after that, they will remove it very nicely, place it somewhere for it to dry. So the drying process, it takes a while before it dries up. So they will allow it to dry nicely. It will dry before they even take it to the oven. So as you already know, it's not an easy task. So it had to really dry up. So after it is being dried up by the sun or wherever they will place it, depending, sometimes when the sun is up, they put it in the plain side. But when the sun is not up, they put it under a shade so that maybe when a rain or something is coming, it wouldn't destroy their work. So they put it under a shade for it to take its time and dry up. When it's fully dried up, then that is when they take it to the oven. They take it to the oven. And the oven, in fact, their oven is something else. Their oven, the whole pot doesn't come into contact with the fire itself. In fact, they have a fireplace whereby they seal it, they will put the fire inside. But inside, the fire wouldn't hit it, but the heat, it's what dries the thing up, making it have this primary shape that it has. And if you see a different color outside, it depends. If they want a different color, then the color it's themselves. But the brownish color is being done by the oven itself. So it will take it to the oven, then it will dry the whole thing up. That is when you come out, you see that beautiful pot somewhere where we put the flowers inside and we use it to do decorations of several places that we have. We have some restaurants, we have some hotels, even our household. We use these flower pots. First, it makes the whole place look so uniquely. It makes it so traditionally. It's made the whole place look so serene and very, very nice. As you can see, these are some of finished products as we have displayed on your screen. As you are seeing them, these are all finished products that has been made after all this hassle has been gone through. So in fact, I asked the man, how is the cost of some of these things? From them, sometimes they give it out. Some are even $100, some are even $150, depending on how the shape and the size is. Some are 200, some are 150, some are. It depends on the amount, how the shape is, and the cost of product that goes into it. But me, looking at how the craftiness and how beautiful the whole thing looks like. In fact, they could have charged even more than this because it's not an easy tax. And they're also calling on the government officials. If you are seeing this, they're calling on you guys to come and really help them out, because what they are doing now is not easy. And it's like they would have loved to have machines that will help them do it, because as you saw from the video, one has to sit by the machine and will be winding it. So I asked myself, so when this person gets tired, his hands and all that, so meaning that this whole thing, it takes a whole lot to do in it. And it would have been a greatest choice to them if the government will come in and help them in the production of some of these things. As you heard, this is the production of flower pot. And hey, I am your presenter for today, Effie Hagen, or you can call me Effie Love. And hey, I promise you, I'll be bringing you most documentaries of so many things in and across Ghana. And in fact, you really don't want to miss it. So for today, I brought you how a flower pot is made, and I'll catch you next time, same time on Karachi TV, radio favorite host Effie Hagen. See you and stay tuned.